Hey guys, another new house today on the channel. I'm rocking the UIG fellows, people I conversate with, and comments on here led me to this scent. I had to put it on today from comments yesterday. A little St. Julep, Imaginary Authors. Do you guys own a scent for the Kentucky Derby? That's mine. Branded with therapeutic fragrance. Drop what you guys are wearing down below. Glad you clicked on the channel. Glad you found it somehow. Another new house, very popular house to my channel. On the channel, 4160 Tuesdays. Freeway. People pointed me here. I've heard about it, but never really looked into it. They've heard me talking about the creativity of what they heard me talking about, all the things I want perfumers to be doing. I go to this website, I go to this house, and my goodness, that's what they're doing. They're doing it. Stay tuned for the review. All right, 4160 Tuesdays, Freeway. $110 for 50 ml. She's putting her fragrances at $2 an ml. Very good pricing. Very affordable for what these are. Most everybody's at the $3 a mark that I've been reviewing on the channel that are into this much creativity. So thank you, Sarah, for being nice to us. Eau de Perfume out of the UK. Sarah McCartney is the nose behind this. She's behind the brand. She is doing lots of work. She is doing lots of work in her house. I think she does bespoke. I know a couple reviewers have fragrances with her, and she is just all over the place using notes. Like I said, there's so many notes available. She's not scared to use anything. It's overwhelming. I love it. You'll spend lots of time getting lost on our site. This is where perfumers should be. Love to be a part of that. Have her on this channel. Notes on Freeway. Mandarin, petitgrain, orange blossom, tobacco, rum, brandy, cannabis, woods, and vanilla. So I asked for creativity. Here she is putting out a tobacco scent. I didn't see vanilla, did you? That's rare. I don't see one common thing, maybe brandy, but most likely it's maybe rum, but then she comes and adds even a richer note of brandy. This very unique list of notes. There's so many available. Here it is. You know me, the first note I'll probably take on is if it's a house that does mixed media, I usually won't mess with the leather. Not a huge fan of the synthetic leather. It's been done. There's not much more you can do to it unless you can get your hands on a different synthetic leather. It's if you're gonna let that note smell in your perfumes, it is what it is. But tobacco, on the other hand, you go green, blonde, pipe. So many different ways of tobacco that you can go. Most people are using natural tobaccos that just smell so good. Easy to tincture, easy to do yourself. I got one going on right now, high-end specialty cigars, notes that I love. We'll see if I can turn it out. Tobacco's ended up being my hardest tincture I have. Is what it is. But I'm learning a ton. I love the note. Here I am seeing her version of tobacco. It's different. It is totally different. This is probably the fragrance that inspired the new orange vanilla Coke. I'm just saying. The billboards that you see everywhere for the summer, orange vanilla Coke. This is probably where Coca-Cola got inspired by. Just kidding. But who knows? Really, who knows? They might have. But orange vanilla tobacco. She didn't list vanilla, but it smells like an orange cream that goes with the tobacco. It's might be amber, maybe a caramel vanilla, but leaning towards that creamy orangey flavor on top of tobacco. This is supposed to be California freeways, I believe, without the traffic. That's the word picture for the fragrance. I'm gonna read it right here. I actually have it, so I don't misuse what she did for the house. The idea was to take fresh, sugary brightness of orange blossom and sully it with a host of gritty, determinedly non-floral smells from urban environment. Make for a scent with a sexy kick in its tail. Think flowers crushed under a rubber-soiled sneaker. I've also read somewhere it was for, no, this is exclusively to Lucky Scent for the 15th anniversary, that it was freeways in California without cars, but the freeways with bikes and walking on them. I got that somewhere. If I didn't, maybe it's my word picture for the fragrance. Now let's get into the notes versus my opinion. There's the petroleum note. I get fades super quick. I'm used to Tower. I'm used to him putting on strong petroleum. This is not that. It's I don't think that's her style at all. But there's a whiff of a sillage that this fragrance opens up with. Don't let it scare you. It's gone quick. It was on my skin. I don't know if skin ate it up, but it faded pretty good. Color on the juice. I didn't show that. So for the first half an hour or so, orange cream really hides. The petroleum note totally gets hidden by orange cream. I'm thinking like a hot summer day, orange cream just spills over the bubbling asphalt, when those 100-degree days. Again, I cycle. You'll actually see the tar in between the cracks of the asphalt pop up and pop, boil almost. Imagine that with just a truck of frozen creamsicles get poured over it. The petroleum's barely there with just a load of creamsicle notes. That's maybe half an hour, 90 minutes of that. And then we start opening. Good transition here. We're getting top, heart, and base. If you're quick, I pulled out the Mandarin off the top. Petitgrain took over the note very quickly while I was wearing it. The Mandarin actually faded really quick, which usually Mandarin is a citrus, lasts quite a bit. For me, the heart becomes a creamsicle tobacco. Now that's what I want to smoke. That's what I want. That's what I'm looking for. The orange blossom blends so well with the tobacco, making an original connection to my memory that I talk about. Every time I put this on, I remember the first night I wore this forever. It is so original, so unique, so captivating that this orange creamsicle tobacco scent is going to be, I just know how my memory is working with scents. I'm going to be brought back to that right away. Another Friday night, another good memory, another good fragrance for the memory. Was not planning it. This be one of the last houses that I put on as far as just the synthetic mix, but I did. She wowed me. She knocked me off with that orange sickle tobacco originality, which I crave, I want from people. So I'm happy. I'm a happy camper. The cannabis was hidden on my skin by the tobacco. Maybe that's what was making my tobacco so unique. So used to tobacco. I've never smelt this. It might have been a cannabis note just lifting up the tobacco. But I mentioned before with Lab on Fire, the California Snow, that I'm very familiar with marijuana scent and cannabis scent. If that's the note she's using, I don't know many others, just that fresh leaf smell. You guys all know that. Anybody put your nose on it, you never forget the smell. I couldn't distinctly pull that out on its own, but tobacco was different. So there could have been an accord formed, that a new thing here that made it extra special. The tobacco I'm talking about, that could have been that too. Because, tobacco, I've never smelled this tobacco before either. Orange stays throughout the top, heart, and base. I'd almost call that a star ingredient in a good way. It has transitions. The blossom, or Mandarin, everything just highlights it like a food would and just gives it nuances throughout the whole wearing. And tobacco is perfect pairing. I'm wild with the orange tobacco. I'm not kidding. It's awesome. And other ingredients just knocked this orange out of the park too. I talked about top part and base. There was something taking the orange up a notch, like bam. We're talking bam, just straight up Lagasse, kicking orange up to another level on this fragrance. So many ingredients available to Sarah and team, and they're not scared to use them. Mentioned that on the top. I was excited about this house. Now I want to try tons and tons from the house. I'm on board with Sarah, what she's doing, what her team's doing. I want more. I want to see what they got. This might be taking on a little too much because she's really done more than anyone I've seen in the perfume industry as far as you go on her website and what's available. She is just putting out tons of stuff. Love what she's doing. Major kudos to Sarah McCartney and 4160 Tuesdays, scoring Freeway. We do that on the channel. I think all fragrances are good. My personal opinion, 4160 Tuesdays scoring. Here we go. Addictiveness, originality, brandy, 15 out of 15. Projection and sillage, 3 out of 5. Longevity, 3 out of 5. The composition overall, 20 out of 25. Ingredients and price to ml, 18 out of 25. Top part and base, top 10 out of 10. The heart, a 4 out of 5. And the base, a 7 out of 10. Total score of 80. Broke the 80 mark. The when, where's, and whys, and hows. This, like the jazz club fragrances I talk about, blues festival here in Portland, down on the waterfront, I'd spray this like crazy and wear this with the night out to there. And just easy listening music, easy conversation, easy dinners, that kind of thing for me all year long. Who do I see wearing this one? Tommy Habits. You Portland guys, you know this one. If you're heavily into Food Channel, he's actually been featured on there, but local Portland hero. Started bunk sandwiches. He did to the Cubano, to sandwiches, to food in Portland, what Sarah's doing to perfumes. Perfect fragrance for him. Give him a bottle. How many sprays? 3 to 5 for me. All right, guys, 4160's on the channel. You guys, peace out. Stay blessed.